In spite of a first 100 of the season from Sean Irvine, Hampshire were just forced to follow on the penultimate day of their LV County Championship clash with Kent at the Ageas Bowl. Any chance of an important victory for the home team surely ended by the Kent Spinners. Hampshire began the third morning on 127 for 3 in their first innings, 380 runs behind their opponents, and they were in more trouble in the 7th over when James Vince, after adding 6 runs to his overnight 64, edged James Treadwell behind. The England slow bowler didn't have it all his own way, however. New man Adam Wheater hit him for this 6. And he took Treadwell for some other 4s as the former Essex man raced to 30 off 36 balls, dominating a 5th wicket partnership with debutant Tom Alsop. But Wheater's aggressive approach also brought about his downfall as he edged a sweep off Treadwell to Darren Stevens to leave with his side on 179 for 5. 358 was the target to avoid the follow-on, and Alsop helped out his side for a while, this maximum bringing the 18-year-old 6 of his 33 runs. With the total on 205, the youngster got a leading edge to this full-length delivery from Adam Riley, offering the bowler a return catch. 205 for 6 soon became 212 for 7 as Chris Wood padded up to Treadwell in front of his stumps. And 13 runs later, the home team were 8 down as Matt Coles was superbly caught by the diving Sam Billings. It was a catch which emphasised the keeper's speed of reaction. It had been very much Kent's morning as they'd grabbed 5 wickets for 100 runs, with Irvine just making a start. He really got moving with this 6 on the restart. But Hampshire still found themselves on 253 for 9 when Imran Tahir pushed the ball from Riley straight to Rob Key in the covers. It now became the Irvine show. The Zimbabwean used all of his power to slam Riley over the ropes for a big 6. One he matched in the spinners next over to reach a 50 off 99 balls. Irvine had started patiently but had now hit 3 6s and 2 4s, and he was not about to stop yet as he scored the majority of a 98-run last wicket stand with James Tomlinson. So far, Irvine had hit more 6s than 4s, but that soon changed as rarely an over went by without the 31-year-old, who seems to have been around forever, finding the boundary rope. This was a brilliant one-man show of hitting from a player who's shown over the years that he has the ability to take attacks apart, and that's what he was doing here to frustrate the Kent one enormously. Tomlinson played a valuable hand at the other end, even if not too many of his shots went off the square. In 54 balls, Irvine had moved from his 50 to 98, and he then leant back in his crease to hammer Riley down the ground for his 4th 6 to go with his 9 other boundaries. It was an awesome display, and one which so importantly brought his side 4 batting bonus points to increase the lead over Essex to 5 in the battle for promotion. Just how important his innings will be remains to be seen, but it may go some way to earning another 5 points if his side can draw this match. It was Irvine's first ton since May 2012. He continued to play one shot after another, and suddenly a follow-on which had appeared a certainty was in doubt. But with just 7 more runs needed to ensure that Kent batted next, with the score on 351, Irvine was beaten by a big turner from Treadwell and was stumped for a game-changing 121, Tomlinson making 11 in 85 minutes of a vital last-wicket stand. Rather than going again 250 or more behind, Hampshire, thanks to Irvine, set about their second innings with a deficit of 156. Will Smith and Jimmy Adams helped reduce that by a further 20, until the latter was LBW to Treadwell, who was back on early. With 26 overs of the day still remaining, Kent would have fancied their chances of more wickets to close in on a victory, which would have had every cricket fan in Essex cheering. But as it was to turn out, Liam Dawson and Smith batted through the day to make a draw just as likely on the final one, a result which will give Hampshire a lot more confidence of promotion as they head to Glamorgan next week. Smith, who signed a new deal at his county earlier this week, showed just why his team want to keep him with an excellent knock. He went past 1,000 championship runs for the season. By the close, he'd made 66 of the 110 runs on the board, his 50 being made off 98 balls and innings containing 6 fours. Only at the top of the order because of an injury to Michael Carberry just before the start of this match, Smith was emphasising his worth. With Dawson making 28, these two had added 90 runs together by the time that stumps were drawn, and that means that Hampshire will enter the final day with 9 second innings wickets still in the bank and now only trailing by 46 runs. The last day will be crucial to them.